The birds, by the way. The birds, I've mentioned this before. The birds only ever take 1 damage. No matter how many hits you get on them, no matter what addition you use, it's only ever 1 damage. You can't do any more. However, they only have 4 hit points, so you only need to hit them 4 times. While that may sound easy, they have high evasion, they are very hard to hit, and they tend to run away a lot. They don't like to stick around. I didn't know what repeat items were. I think I found out, because later in the game you get another repeat item. And I think I found out when I used that repeat item against a boss, and then realised I still had the item afterwards. You hate love story. What do you hate about it? Come on, let's get this fight done. May as well get some additional ones. Yeah, that's the repeat item I'm referring to. Especially if you power that item up as much as you can. Because if we're referring to the same item, hopefully you know which item I'm referring to, and it is the one you're referring to. Its power depends on your decisions in the events preceding the obtaining of that item. And if you power it up the most it can be, it is very broken. The love story gets you down. Okay. Well, I didn't make the game, and the love story will be happening. I think Rose gets her next edition at level 10. I'm not 100% sure. Onto the volcano. Before I actually go in there, I'm going to save. Oh, I thought it affected its power as well as making it a repeat item. I thought you needed a certain amount for it to become a repeat item. But if you got them all right, then it got powered up even more. Now, this area... As expected, this area has a lot of fire enemies. That is Firebird. Wow, that's a brilliant name. That's clearly supposed to be Phoenix. Just so everyone's aware, I don't claim to be an absolute expert on this game. I know there are some things about this game that I don't know. Like, there were 2 chests earlier in the game that I weren't aware of, that Lod here... I pointed up there, the chat's down there. Lod here pointed out to me. If Lod wasn't here, I probably never would have found those chests. I'm going to throw out Burnout again. I bet this is a Burnout, isn't it? Oh, no, Spear Frost, which is actually useful in this area. That's apparently a salamander. It's clearly just something that's fallen in the lava and is trying to end its suffering. That was a very bad joke, by the way. I don't expect anyone to laugh at it. No, I agree with you. This deserves an HD remake. I'm sure if enough people backed it, Sony would do it. Like, they've got the story. They don't have to rewrite the story. Just updo the graphics. Don't modify the gameplay. Keep the gameplay as it is, even though some parts of it are a little bit broken. Keep it as it is, in my opinion. Where is it? That's true, you did say that you only found them out a few days ago. Although one of those chests that you found out about, I had already known about. The one just below the shack. Panic status. Panic, also known as fear, halves all damage you do. No, I agree. Nothing changed except for the updated graphics. I want to say maybe add voice acting as well. Maybe have voice acted. But if... Oh, I'm not on the save point properly. If they do add voice acting, it needs to be good voice acting. And they would need to redub the scenes that are already voiced. Like, if they do voice acting, I think Shana would probably be best played by Laura Bailey. I think. Lloyd, I reckon Steve Blum would do a good job of voicing Lloyd. Steve Blum, for those who don't know, is the voice of Wolverine and Vincent Valentine. Let's see, who else? This area, by the way, you get into battles when you touch the fish that are jumping. I'm not deliberately avoiding them, I am just simply running if I happen to avoid them. Yay. Yeah, you learn new things, don't you? And you can teach new things as well. Now this fight, I remember the first time I played this game, I had so much trouble with this fight. I didn't realise that in this fight, to beat it, you just need to attack the one area. Attacking the other areas is just to reduce the amount of damage it can do to you. I could pick it up if I wanted to, and I have. Well, I've marked it as downloaded, so I can download it at any time, but I already have it. I have it on PC and on PS3. It's... Hold on one moment. I have it on PC on Steam, I have it on PS3 because it's free from PlayStation Plus, and I have 2 disc copies of it, so I think I'm okay for Tomb Raider. So if anyone asks if I have Tomb Raider, the answer is yes, I have Tomb Raider. Okay. I agree, Lod. And you learn so much about this world as well. The battle music as well. The boss battle music. I was thinking about getting the definitive edition of Tomb Raider for PC PS4 as well. Now I remember the barrage being quite powerful. Now you only need to attack his head. You'll notice that his bar is grey. His bar is grey. That's because he is non-elemental. Hello, Hizuki. Oh, my headset's now uncomfortable. Damn you! Why did you have to make me go pick up Tomb Raider and show you what I have? Yeah, you only need to attack his head to win, but I generally attack the arm first to weaken him. Not only to weaken him, but also gain more towards my additions. So that's now gonna go. He does respawn his my eye. He does respawn his arm. I've not done this with only 2 people attacking before, so I don't know how well I'm going to do with her guarding all the time. He's okay, deal with it.
Burning rush.
When I first played this game, I thought you had to get rid of the hand and then had to get rid of the body before you could attack the head for some reason. I'm not sure why I thought that, because you can clearly target the head. Ah, he's confused. Don't know if I have... Oh, I do have a mind purifier. Yeah, this has more similarities to Final Fantasy VIII than any other Final Fantasy game, I think. You know what, I think I'm probably not going to work on the body as much as I thought I would. Let's get rid of the arm again.
Typhoon! Burning rush.
This is a brilliant game. Any RPG fan would agree. I think you're right. I think it is the body. Oh, yeah, it's not just confused, isn't it? It's like random statuses. So Dart's out of action. I don't feel that I should use something to heal him. It's just a waste. One thing to point out with this game is you don't traverse the whole world. You're only in the continent of Endiness. You never leave this continent. I'm gonna get rid of the body. I don't think that's killed it off,
Run,
though.
Typhoon!
There, that should wake him up now. Yep. But ouch! Good job I've got an angel's prayer. Damn it. I think I should have just started working on the body straight away. I get the feeling I might actually die in this fight. I think I need to get Rose working on it. I'm not sure if I have a healing breeze. No, I don't. Single attacks. I only have single attacks. You know what? Time to Dragoon with Rose. Now, you can't defend when you're Dragoon, you can only do a Dragoon attack in magic. Now, I'm going to use Astral Chain. Actually... no, I'll use Astral Chain. Get rid of the body. Hopefully. Heal my characters while doing this. Yep, she farts on you to heal you. There we go, the body's gone. The Vits will be gone in a minute. I don't have any more mind purifiers. Now, I'm not sure. I've never tested, but I don't know if the Dragoon attack is elemental, like the item attacks in the magic. I don't know if they're elemental. I think the physical attacks of the Dragoon are non-elemental, unless you're equipping an elemental weapon, that is. Let's see. Go on, let's Dragoon for Dart as well. the camera angles, the available camera angles from the fights change as well. A quick tip with magic actually while I'm here, you'll see that it's got a percentage, 50% single, 25% all. So that's the equivalent of your magic attack, how much damage it will do. So that will do 50% on one enemy, that will do 25% but on all enemies. If you compare the MP costs, Explosion is very expensive. Unless you're attacking 4 or more enemies, it's useless. Because Flame Shot, 50% for 10 MP, you use it twice, you've done the equivalent of 100 for 20 MP. With Explosion, you use 20 MP to do 25 damage to each enemy. 25% damage to each enemy. So if you've got 2 enemies and you want to attack them both, it's more efficient to use Flame Shot once on each to do 50% than Explosion. Because Explosion would spend 20 MP, yes it's in one turn, but only do 25% of the damage. Whereas Flame Shot, you'll take 2 turns, but use the same amount of MP and do double the damage. I'm going to try and do a Dragoon attack. Now I remember these being tricky. Basically, I've got to press X as it loops around and hits the top. I remember these being tricky. Yep, there we go. She's going to use Astral Drain again, because the other one's useless at this point.
Astral Drain.
Thank you for clearing that up, Log. I've just noticed that you've confirmed my suspicion of physical attacks not being elemental. The reason why I was suspecting that is because if you do manage to do a full Dragoon edition and get all the hits in, the final hit does an explosion of that element. She's now going to turn back because she's out of SP. Oh, another thing is Dragoons can't be afflicted with status ailments. And when you turn into a Dragoon, all your status ailments get healed. He's probably going to die now. That's probably powerful enough to kill him. Oh, maybe not. I thought that was going to do a lot more damage. Come on, let's use Flame Shot, show you what that's like. He just punches a meteorite into the enemy. I'm worried about Levitz being confused. Now, I'm going to be attacking with Rose, because I don't think I can beat this boss without Rose attacking as well. By the way, to be able to use one turn of... Oh, that's Levitz trying to escape. I was wondering what that was. I'm going to use a healing potion instead of healing. Yeah. To use 1 turn of Dragoon, you need 100 SP. You know what, I'm not going to worry about the hand for now.
Burning rush.
So now he's got 120 SP, which is enough for 1 turn of Dragoon. If I was to use the Dragoon with Dart now, I would lose that 20 SP. It's not a good idea to do.
Whip smack.
Now he's very low on health. I reckon 2, maybe 3 hits and he'll be done. I know I really should be defending here. Some enemies, by the way, can never do a counter hit. Some enemies are programmed to never do a counter hit. And I think the barrage is one of them. Here we go. Okay, I managed to survive that. It wasn't a game over. I don't think the body respawns like the hand does, if I'm not mistaken. At least I've never been in the battle long enough for it to respawn if it does. Could almost get a panty shot from that angle. Oh, she didn't get her next edition, so I guess her next edition is at level 11. I can't remember when her next edition is.